Welcome to the history of the Disney parks. This episode, we're taking a look at the icon of Animal Kingdom. While the Imagineers were designing Animal Kingdom, they were drafting a backstory for the park's main focal point. The Disney Imagineers were trying to capture the idea that the Tree of Life was on Discovery Island first, and the village below had sprung up around it. It was meant to be the source of water, and thus life, for the entire area. Early designs called for a tree around 50 feet high, something kids could climb and play on. The concept for the tree quickly grew. Its total new height would tower over 140 feet tall, with a 50-foot diameter base. At one point during the blue sky phase, the base of the tree was to be home to a highly themed food venue, which would have been the high-class eatery at the park. Then CEO Michael Eisner was the one who suggested creating an attraction inspired by the unfinished Pixar animated feature at the time, A Bug's Life. The Imagineers quickly jumped on this idea and created plans to build a 430-seat interactive theater. But as Disney's ambitions and ideas grew for the Tree of Life, so did their problems. Since the Imagineers wanted to tuck an underground theater in the tree's root system, Disney needed to create a structure that could not only support the branches, leaves, and new theater, but could also leave enough space for the 4D show. Their solution was an oil rig. The rig was not only strong, but it provided plenty of space at the bottom for their theater. The construction of this massive tree was no easy task. To transform the oil rig into a tree, steel workers covered the structure in a second layer of steel to create the contours of the trunk and branches. This layer would then be encased in concrete. Besides the 12 main branches, the tree has 45 secondary branches, 756 tertiary branches, and some 8,000 end branches. The branches span 165 feet across, with more than 103,000 specially designed vinyl leaves. Each leaf was individually placed by hand. The Tree of Life also had to be built with Florida's unpredictable weather in mind. When the wind blows, the leaves actually move, and the limbs sway realistically thanks to expansion joints at the base of the main branches. Sculptors from around the world were brought together to help bring this tree to life. Carved into the tree's roots, trunk, and branches is a rich tapestry of over 325 animals. The queue for It's Tough to Be a Bug winds around the tree, and visitors can view animal carvings that aren't visible from other vantage points within the park. Disney's Animal Kingdom opened on Earth Day, April 22, 1998. At 580 acres, it's the largest theme park at the resort. It's Tough to Be a Bug opened with the park and continues to operate to this day. In early 2015, the roots of the tree expanded into the central hub area, which allowed a wider walking area for guests. The Tree of Life Awakenings is a series of projection mapping shows that premiered May 2016 as part of the park's new nighttime operating hours. As Animal Kingdom continues to grow and expand, one thing is certain: the Tree of Life will continue to welcome and entertain guests for decades to come, while it stands proudly as the centerpiece and icon for Disney's largest and wildest theme park.